let's get back to Marvel. The most recent Marvel series is called Marvel's What If. We reviewed the first two episodes. We missed the last three. So, what were your thoughts on the last three episodes? Or
The last three. So you just want to. What was the last we left off?
So
on
the
two,
original,
right?
yeah, we saw the one where Black Panther became Star Lord.
Yeah.
The three that we missed were the first one was it was what would happen, what if the Avengers died before they assembled,
Yeah.
which was the Ant-Man killing them.
Yeah.
The second one was what if Doctor Strange lost his heart, not his hands.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third one was Marvel Zombie. What if the Marvel Zombies?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, what did you think about all the first one, which was the Ant-Man one?
The Ant-Man one.
Yeah.
That one was. I liked it. Because the reason why I liked it because in the beginning I was like, yo, like I really don't know who it is. Like it was impossible to figure out who it is until it got to the needle part. When it got to the needle part, I was like, all right, someone like who can fit in that thing? And I was like Ant-Man, it's pretty. But I didn't think Ant-Man was that powerful, which is why I didn't want to believe it. And then apparently he is.
Ant-Man, he's high key OP. Like the ability to shrink and grow is an OP ability.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially because when he shrinks, he still has the same strength of a regular man.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, imagine an ant punching you, but it's not like the strength of a regular nigga.
Yeah, that's kind of creepy because you can't even see where he's at.
Exactly.
And the fact that he can just go inside someone's body and just grow is scary too. So, but I think the plot was pretty good because like it was bringing in characters that I wanted to get to know more a little bit, even though it didn't really touch on who the person was. I wanted to get to know like Nick Fury more because Nick Fury is really a mysterious person. You never know what he's thinking.
Yeah, you never know what's really going on.
You're never gonna know. I feel like he's like that guy. Like you're never gonna ever know what he's really thinking.
But I feel like it's cool because we don't really know. It's cool that we don't know shit about him.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, me, I thought it was a good episode just because I didn't, just like you said, I didn't really understand what was going on or who was behind it. And then once they said Black Widow, once he killed Black Widow, she said it's all about hope. That's when I instantly realized, I was like, okay, so it's clearly Ant-Man. I thought it was and it's not the Scott Lang Ant-Man, it's the OG Ant-Man. I thought it was I think it's called Ghost. Her name's Ghost. She was the villain of Ant-Man 2. I thought it was her, but it wasn't Ant-Man. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, the cool thing about that is that even in the first Ant-Man movie, he said he didn't really fuck with Shield like that.
Yeah.
So the fact that his daughter joined the team and then died, that could turn him.
Yeah,
you know. But one thing I wanted to find out was like, how did he know about the Avengers before they even were the Avengers?
That is true. The thing is too is like the ability to shrink, bro. You can get a lot of information off people.
That's true.
Shrink. So he was probably somewhere
sneaking around, yeah.
Because he said he hated Nick Fury, like he hated. Yeah. So he was probably sneaking around, listening to what Nick Fury was saying, and
that shit's OP, bro.
He said he wanted to ruin him. He wanted to take away all the things that he cares about. So, and, you know, Nick Fury is funny as hell too, bro. Like, that he was acting like he didn't give a fuck, which was kind of fucked up at the same time. But he did give a fuck.
But what was dope about that is at the end he still had Cap, and he still had the Captain Marvel. So
Captain Marvel is really all you need.
Yeah, to a degree. Yeah.
So like, I was like surprised. I was like, when I seen that, I was like, yo, what they gonna do when Thanos shows up? I was thinking about all the like, if the Avengers don't form, like, how they gonna handle that? And then when he said like, all right, I have I'm Captain Marvel, and then Captain America. I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
That's a solid team because they would still have.
They'll still have Peter.
They'll still have Peter, Bucky. Yeah. They'll still have Falcon. You know.
I don't. Oh, they probably might still have Bucky. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because Bucky at the time they just unfroze Cap, so that would mean that Hydra would still have Bucky.
Yeah, but I was thinking in a way like, would Bucky still be like? Would he be able to turn
into soldier?
Yeah, would he still like become a good person if the Avengers were fully assembled. But I don't know.
Yeah, because Steve.
Yeah.
I mean, if Steve was dead, then yeah, that's GG.
Yeah.
But the fact that Steve is still alive, it's kind of like there's still hope for him.
Because in the movies, like none of the Avengers were there. It was just like Steve and Steve is the one that changed him by himself.
Honestly, all the other Avengers wanted to bring him to prison. Like it was the fact that Steve was like, "No, this is my man," and he held him.
Yeah.
So
Steve basically did it himself.
Yeah. So what do you think about the second episode where it had to do with Doctor Strange?
The one with Doctor Strange, I like that one personally because I feel like Doctor Strange is like a really unique character, and his abilities are like it's kind of OP and
this is kind of limitless.
Yeah, you can do so much things like that all the Avengers can't. So it's like you kind of confused on what his actual power is, which is sorcery, of course. But
yeah,
it's really something. It kind of reminded me like when I was watching the show. It reminded me of Full Metal Alchemist when I was seeing like the symbols on the floor.
Yeah, like you kind of like you had to sacrifice something to get something.
Like, in exchange, yeah. And then I like the whole idea of time travel and everything. I've said this many times, and I like how they were playing around with the idea that there's like an absolute point where you can't change time. Like
it was like no matter how hard you tried, like she was gonna die somewhere.
Yeah,
which is the dope thought. Like no matter how hard, pretty much in our universe, it's pretty much saying like no matter what he would have done, he would have eventually become Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool. Something that people were talking about on the internet was the fact that evil Doctor Strange could still be in our universe because it's like a different universe. Doesn't mean it's not still in the universe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So people are thinking that we might see a tease of him in the new Doctor Strange movie.
That's what I was saying because when I was watching, I was like, all right, so the good Doctor Strange is the one that we've been seeing this whole time. And then they made it seem like this one that we were watching in the beginning is a totally different person in a different world.
A variant.
Yeah. That was from the good one. They were both together at one point. Yeah.
And then the ancient one split them in half.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Which I thought that was pretty cool that they started off the episode with the evil Doctor Strange first.
Yeah.
Would you necessarily say he's evil?
Yeah. Just because no matter what they told him, they literally said to him, like, yo, it's going to happen. Like, there's nothing you can do. Like, she has to die. The ancient one told him, and he still was like, nah, I don't care. Like, I gotta do anything to get her back. And even at the end, where he literally did anything he could to get her back, but once he got her back, it was like she was like, I don't like who you become. You became a monster.
This is gonna be a little bit off topic, a little bit. So you saying that's evil? So would you say like you know how we watch Wanda? Would you say she's evil? Would you say she's evil? Yeah. Yeah, I would say the same.
That's one of the reasons why I don't like that show.
Yeah.
The fact that everybody let her slide, that she literally kidnapped the whole city.
Yeah.
Just so she could get back with her man. That's not even a man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like WandaVision. That show. What I expect out of these shows is for us to get more context into the characters that we haven't got context in with the movies. So like Loki or Falcon, Winter Soldier, and Wanda. It's like, and even with the upcoming Hawkeye show, it's kind of like I'm hoping the reason why they made these shows was to explain more about the characters and not just use them as a platform to set something up in the future, which I feel like WandaVision did. WandaVision and Loki did. They didn't really add more to the depth of the characters versus setting something up for the future. With Wanda, it was kind of like explaining that she was a mutant the whole time. Like she had the powers the whole time, and it had nothing to do with her being experimented on. Or even Loki, it was like they're setting up the King the Conqueror instead of like focusing more on the character of Loki.
Oh yeah, she's a mutant. So you think she has the same father? Like Magneto's supposed to be her dad, right?
Well, in the comics, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say in the show they don't say mutant. They just say she's a witch. Like she had the powers before, but it was like If they were gonna do all that, they should have just said she was a mutant. It would have been
Yeah.
way more fire.
Yeah, I think they should have did that because I feel like the X Men should be. I already wanted to see X Men. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to just see the Avengers all the time.
Yeah.
The X Men are pretty cool too.
But all right. So what do you think about the newest one? What If Zombies?
What If Zombies? The first thing when I seen like Tony Stark like a zombie form, I was like, it made me think about Deadpool a little bit because I know didn't Deadpool have a comic about zombies?
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's a shit ton of comics.
Yeah.
But I know what you're talking about.
So I thought that was pretty cool that despite that they were zombies, they were able to use their abilities still, which I don't really get because I don't think zombies are supposed to be that intelligent. But
what I had that same thought, but then once they explained where the zombies came from, it was like an infestation that they found in the quantum verse. So it's not like a normal zombie. It's some type of virus.
Yeah.
And the way they were explaining it in the show was that they could find a cure. Like they're not fully dead. They're just kind of like mindless creatures.
Yeah.
You know. But I actually really liked it, and that I do think my favorite one out of the three was probably either the first one or not the first one. The fucking the What If Avengers died.
Yeah.
Or the Doctor Strange one. But this one was really good too at the same point because it was kind of like what I like about these, and even comparing it to like the first one with Peggy becoming captain, it was kind of like things stayed kind of somewhat the same with that one. With the zombies one, it's kind of like this whole universe is fucked. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I like that because it kind of just changed everything.
The thing I like about What If is like the thing I don't like about What If, but I know it's a necessary thing that they need to have is like it just gives you a taste of a story and you're like, man, I wonder how
that would
end. Yeah, like if you went further.
Even at the end credit scene was a zombie Thanos.
Yeah,
it's like,
that's what I'm saying.
What
like,
the fuck?
Like that's what I was saying. Like was he in Wakanda too?
Yeah,
Wakanda. Yeah. I was like, yo, like they basically just spat that on our face, like.
And he had all the stones.
He had all of them. I was like, what?
Yeah. It would have been sick. Like one of my coworkers, I was talking to him, and he was saying that this series would be better as like a live action movie, or even like just a live action show. But it's like some of the things that they want to do, I could see them not being able to do it with the cast.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like that would be a lot more effort and money.
Yeah, that would be a lot of money for all those actors. They'll tell you, I want this much for that.
Because even the actors, most of them are in the show. Like that played the same characters on the live action version, but some of them aren't. Like Cap wasn't Cap, Tony wasn't Tony, and it makes sense because those movies too much bread.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you think about the series so far? It's almost done.
How many episodes are left? Like 2 more, 3 more? Isn't like 8?
Three more episodes.
Yeah. I'm enjoying it so far. I wonder how many like concepts they can come with just the Avengers, but I feel like you can do a lot. I feel like that's like an endless kind of show.
Yeah, I think they announced that season 2 is they got picked up for a season 2.
Yeah, I think it was good.
That'll be sick. Especially once they introduce like Fantastic Four and X-Men and shit. You could really do unlimited shit with that. You know? Yeah, I think out of all the Marvel series, this one and Cap and Winter Soldier, Falcon and Winter Soldier is my favorite so far. Yeah. Which one would you think is your favorite?
I would say
Loki.
I like Loki. I thought Loki was a pretty good show, to be honest.
Well, like overall, they're all good shows when it comes to like acting and the way it looks and shit. It's kind of like just the main problem I have with these is just the repercussions, like of what happens after.
Yeah. I try to not look at it as like the overall like what how does this tie to the Avengers and the MCU. I kind of just try to look at the show for its own universe in itself, kind of in a way.
No, I hear you.
I don't know if that makes sense to you.
No, I get it. This is a standalone show.
Yeah, it's like a standalone thing.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of look at them as, because I didn't think the shows were supposed to really be tied to because they don't usually do that with movies.
That's the thing, though. That's why they wanted to, because the other Marvel series were like Daredevil and them. They weren't specifically tied into the universe, but the fact that they're using the actors from the movies, it's like these are all in the Marvel universe. So if you're a fan of Marvel, you have to watch them to kind of get like backstory on the characters. And I feel like some of like Wanda and Loki, I feel like they made the show specifically to push the plot. If that makes sense. But even like with Cap, with Falcon and Winter Soldier, yes, that was to push the plot. But at the end of the day, it made us care about Falcon. It made us care about Winter Soldier more. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Versus Wanda and Loki, I feel like you still feel the same about them.
Yeah.
Glamour of wearing diamonds.
Diamonds bring
Status.
elegance and prestige. Their brilliance makes